Hi, today I wanted to have a real honest chat just about some things that I've been feeling and that I've been noticing been mentioned a lot on social media. So I know that other people are feeling similarly to what I'm feeling. So, what I wrote down for the title of this video is uninspired and overwhelmed, an honest chat. Let's start with feeling uninspired. I don't necessarily just mean like for this YouTube channel, I feel uninspired because overall I don't. I'm definitely motivated to create videos. However, I am so busy right now, and that sounds really, I don't know, an excuse of some sort. But I have talked about this before. I am a teacher. I teach fourth grade here in the Netherlands. And even though it's only 3 days a week, because I do have a part-time job, it is still very emotionally and physically draining and tiring. So right now it's Saturday and my boyfriend just left for work. And this is basically my only time of the week that I have time to film now. I notice that I am so tired, and especially when it comes to the topic of this channel, which is tarot, I don't perform best when I'm super tired. I don't perform best when I am like sort of out of it and just tired. I don't like the lip combo, so I'm gonna try out something new. I hope you cannot tell on camera how bad it looks in real life. So anyway, I have been feeling too busy, not just with work, but also emotionally busy, that it's been really hard to actually create videos, but also come up with video ideas. I have a Trello account and I have a lot of video ideas in there, and then I sit down to make a video. Usually I do have a schedule, but for the month of September, I was just sort of drawing a blank and not really knowing what I really wanted to put out in this month, because I don't really know where my headspace is at right now. And actually did do a tarot reading today on where my headspace is, and I would love to share that with you more towards the end of the video. But overall, I've just been feeling a little bit uninspired with life, I guess. And I know that I should just be creating videos, but because I am so tired, I sort of want to go into my second point, which is feeling very overwhelmed. I'm feeling overwhelmed and tired with life. Like I said, I am just starting this job as a teacher. This isn't like my first actual teaching job. I've had another teaching job that went pretty badly and that I got a lot of confidence issues from, as in a lack of confidence when it comes to being a teacher. So that is something that I'm dealing with right now, and that is making it very hard for me to feel inspired, to feel in touch with the universe, to create this tarot content. And I also feel overwhelmed with the amount of decks that I have, oracle decks, tarot decks, and I don't really know what decks I've been feeling very called to use. The lighting is sort of changing because it's the night. I actually am living for this. I love this. So my hair looks really red like this. I have talked about this basket on my desk, and currently it's missing the Intuitive Night Goddess tarot because I just used that for my personal reading. But in my basket right now, I have the Wandering Star Tarot, my White Newman Tarot, my Modern Witch Tarot, my Centennial RWS edition. I have my little Dreaming Way Lenormand that I always have in here. And the oracle that I have right now is my Star Codes Astro Oracle. These decks, mostly the three like tarot decks, White Newman, Modern Witch, and Centennial, are ones that I haven't really been gravitating towards. I haven't really been feeling very called to use them, which is why I put them in here, because I want to use them more. And I did, and I have enjoyed working with them. So I feel like I should sort of change it up again. Another deck that is in here is my Prism Oracle, but I also use that for my reading today. I don't know, I've just been feeling so overwhelmed with decks, and I know I'm not the only one. I know it's a very, not necessarily trending topic, but it is a topic that I see other people talk about as well. So it's very much thing for a lot of people, a lot of tarot readers, a lot of tarot content creators as well. And I definitely want to go through my entire collection. I have shared in my August show and tell that I did like mini reviews in my journal. And I think what I want to do is I want to take the time, maybe I'd even do this tomorrow. I don't know. I don't want to force it. But I'm going to sit down with my journal, with my mini reviews, with all of my deck, and go through that just off camera, just for me, have this be a thing that I really want to I really do for myself because I am feeling overwhelmed. And yes, it's like good content, right? Declutter videos, tarot declutter videos. It's good content. I don't know if that is what I need right now. I would love to share like decks that I decluttered after my entire process. But I feel like I need to get into the headspace that not everything that I do regarding my tarot practice needs to be created into a video. And I think that very much makes sense. I used to have a beauty YouTube channel about makeup, and I didn't always film when I did my makeup, you know? Sometimes I would not have the time for it, or I just felt like doing my makeup just for me. So it makes sense to take that same approach when it comes to my tarot practice. So yeah, that was a little bit about that. I also just feel overwhelmed, like I said, in life with general, with my tarot decks or with my decks in general, but also just with clutter in my life. I recently, the last like weeks of summer, my boyfriend and I really did a deep declutter of the home. Not even that deep, but we did some decluttering of the home because we rearranged the bedroom, so we had less storage space. So we had to take up some storage space in the dining living room. So we had to throw out a lot, and we donated a lot to a thrift shop. So yeah, that felt really great. It really felt great. And I feel like I need to do it more often. Yeah, I feel like that is sort of what I wanted to talk about when it came to the overwhelm that I'm feeling. Another thing, not necessarily that I'm feeling overwhelmed with, but more has brought a little bit of groundedness to my life, is I actually got it right here. My phone was on top of it symbolically. But I purchased an e-reader, and I also talked about this in my show and tell. I bought the Kobo Clara HD. I've been really enjoying, can you hear my dog cry? I've been really enjoying reading books. So that's been really great. I read the Jeanette McCurdy, I'm Glad My Mom Died, which there were a lot of things in there that I could relate to. However, I have been also wanting to read like more nonfiction, also spiritual nonfiction, sort of not necessarily self-help books, but more self-love books, I guess, nonfiction related. So I still have to take a look at what books I really want to read and which ones I feel like sharing on this channel, because there is a big focus on with self-love when it comes to my own tarot practice, and that is what I want to share on this channel as well. Have a hobby that is like more mindful and not as my mindless YouTube watching that I do a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, I love watching YouTube. I have a watch later list that is never shorter than 20 videos that I want to watch at all times. So let's take a look at what is in my to watch later list right now. There's actually at least like exactly 20 videos in there. I have videos from Jordan and McKay, which is like religious upbringing deconstruction content that I find really interesting. I have some podcasts from the Sesh podcast, from Fear End, which is by Hassan Abi, and I also have his content in there. I have some tarot content from Lisa Papaz. I have some Sims content from Lil Simsy, Dr. Gluon. I have huge videos, hours long, of Quinton reviews that I am working my way through right now with iCarly, Victorious, Sam and Cat videos that are so entertaining. So yeah, that is what I do. I watch like YouTube content sort of mindlessly, I guess, and I wanted to have something that I could really easily do without a lot of setup, because when I do crochet, I need to know what I'm gonna make, and I need to like look up a pattern or know that what I want to create is something that I either gonna use or gonna sell. Otherwise, it's just more clutter in my life. Same with sewing, but sewing has a lot of setup because I don't have a designated sewing space, because I don't have the space for that. Painting is a lot of setup, so I don't often do that either. So the e-reader is like best of both worlds. It helps me to sort of ground myself, helps me to calm down, really being able to rest. I really like it. It is also just really easy. I just grab my e-reader and I get to reading. So another thing that I wanted to talk about, honestly, is the direction of this channel. I really like where I'm at right now with monthly readings for the month ahead. I really like those. I have my channel membership where every Sunday I upload the video version of my podcast Coffee and Cars, where I do a week ahead forecast. So that makes that I have monthly forecasts and weekly forecasts. I do deck chats, deck studies, VRs, that sort of content. On in like my regular videos, and I do some educational content, but I have been so enjoying doing live streams. And I created a Twitch channel as well because that is specifically for streams, but I don't really know how I want to navigate it. I literally write lists about this stuff all the time, okay, about my content. Since this is just an honest chat, and if you don't care about this at all, then you probably wouldn't have made it until this point in the video. But yeah, I have been thinking of, okay, so I want to sort of share my mindset around this and how I got here. I just mentioned Hassan Abi on, he's a Twitch streamer and his clips are everywhere on YouTube to watch. He's a leftist, like political commentator, and I really enjoy his takes. I really enjoy his content. His bruteness is not the right word, just directness, you know? And it got me thinking that I have takes that I would love to share as well. And I didn't know if I wanted to like stream on Twitch with like a similar thing to what Hassan does, but then I think like that's what he does. And even though my takes and my news coverage might be different, I still feel like I want it to be me. So I thought, would it be a cool idea to do like political and news related tarot readings? They can be live streams on Twitch and then create it into video content for YouTube. I can just stream them simultaneously on Twitch and YouTube, because that is definitely something that I would love to bring to my channel, because I feel like my political opinion and it is a part of me. And I feel like nowadays we politicize a lot of things, but I also feel like politics is such a personal thing. It's not just politics often. It's also social issues that is under the politics umbrella that I find very interesting, and human rights issues. I did an entire reading on when Roe v. Wade was overturned because I felt really called to, and it was really enjoyable for me to create that video and to do that reading. And I know other people also do like political tarot readings, news tarot readings, but not a lot of people within like the direct tarot community that I personally feel that I'm a part of really does that. But I do have this idea that a lot of us have similar takes and could really learn from each other and to share those takes. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you are this far into the video, then you probably enjoy my content. I would love to hear your thoughts on whether or not that is something that you would like to see. And I could just like try it out. There are some things that I wrote down that I would love to do readings on. So the latest like news is that the Queen died. So there is definitely the potential of doing a reading on what is the future now that the Queen has passed, and just a general reading of the energy of the monarchy in England. But also with Liz Truss becoming the new prime minister, but also just world news overall, climate change. I wrote down the Ukraine war because there are some developments within there right now, and I feel like the news sort of has died down with what is going on there. There's a refugee crisis, more like a scandal going on here in the Netherlands right now. This douchebag Andrew Tate got banned from pretty much everywhere, and I would love to see like what's next. Can we expect him or like similar guys like him to pop up everywhere? Like what's gonna be next? But also in the US with Trump and the documents, and like, is there gonna be a trial? What's gonna happen with that? I would love to do an update on Roe v. Wade. And lastly, I would love to take a look at the January 6 like cases and charges that are gonna happen right now, or hopefully soon. So those are just a couple of my ideas. I would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions on this. And I think that's gonna be it. So thank you so much for watching. This was really a ramble. It's really really was a rant, a ramble on how I'm feeling right now, some sort of an update. I know I'm not the only one who's feeling a little off right now. If there's anything that you would love to share, even if it's not about me, not about tarot, not about this channel, just something you need to get off of your chest, you can comment it down below. I'm also always, I don't know, open for tarot readings. You can book one with me through the link in the description box below. I'll link a video on the screen right here that I think you'll enjoy watching, where I'm a little bit more high energy than I'm here right now. But thank you so much for being here. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And just thank you so much for being here. Bye.